Okay guys, this is the second part that I'm going to put the iron paint on the chalk base chair that I sprayed in the Kilt's chalk spray paint charcoal. Now I'm going to create an iron effect, and I'm using the Patina iron paint from Dixie Belle Paint. And it's going to be hard to see because, as you can see, they're both pretty much the same color. But maybe just watching me put it on can help, because I know it can get confusing. I've watched several videos and I was kind of confused. So I'm trying to go step by step. So this is what I'm going to use the iron paint to create the rust effect. So you got to shake it very well because there's metals in the paint. And those metals are what activate the rust effect when you spray it with your Patina spray. So shake it really well. Make sure you get them all in there, mixed up. And I'm going to try with the little brush because I want to get a little more like detail instead of a bigger brush, which I have a chip brush I use too. This one, I just wrapped it up in water and tried, well that's the actually that's the one for the copper, and tried to save it, and it seemed to work being wrapped up and wet. Okay, so all right, mixed it up, which I'm sure you know by now to do, and I'm just going to dip my brush in. And my goal is to get like a rust and the green patina throughout the legs and around the edges here. So with a smaller brush, I figure I can get a better effect like that. So I'm going to try this way first and see how it works. So you're not going to be able to see it good. So, and now the second coat you put on, you're going to have to try to recreate the same look you did on the first coat, which it doesn't come out exact, but if you tap it close enough, it'll be good enough. Okay, so I want to put some around here and just dabbing it. So I'm going to get some more. And I think I want some around the fat part of the leg. And then I'll go along here so some of it hits the bottom and the top of it. And then dab around here. I have left mine a little thick, even though I've seen others say don't. They kind of push it out, but I kind of like it thicker. I feel like I get a better effect. Okay. So this is all I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep going, and shoot for a rusted effect and a patina effect. The next color will be my copper. But you got to put this first coat on first, and then you let it dry, and then you come back, and then you do your second coat, which is what I did on the table. And when I woke up this morning, it was absolutely beautiful, and I loved it. So see, I'm going to try to go along these edges to give it an aged effect with the rust. I'm thinking about like what it would look like. So I'm putting it on, nothing too particular, just dabbing it. Because I want to leave some room for where I want to put the patina paint. The, I'm sorry, the green patina that looks like old iron. So I want some of that on there too. Okay. And then I'll come over here to this side and do the same thing. I go a little thicker, honestly, so I can see where I did it before. If not, not, it's a little harder for me to find it. And actually, I think I want to do a little bit on the inner part of the chair too. So I want it to look like rust just dribbled. And what comes out on the second coat comes out. I'm sure it'll be enough to give a pretty effect as it did on the table. And then I'll go back anyway with probably other colors to fill in voids that I want filled in, possibly. See, I don't want everything covered because I've got a lot going on the table too. So I'm just trying to give it a little bit of aged look, but not overkill. Try to get some down inside that crack. I'm going to keep stirring it, keep the metals flowing. Mine will take longer to dry, I'm sure, because I'm using a lot, but that's what I prefer to do. I want to be able to see it and I want to know it's on there. And I actually like the texture, so if it dries a little thicker, that's fine with me. It's just so pretty how it comes out with the green mixed with it, the green patina. I love it. Okay, so you're going to put on the first coat. You have to let it dry completely. It depends where you live because of the humidity. I did my second coat last night after about an hour when it dried, and then I sprayed it and just left it overnight. I could see some of the green doing an effect like almost instantly. The iron, I didn't see much effect until I woke up this morning, so I was pleasantly surprised. And I am sure you will be too. You just give it a try and see what happens. It can't hurt. If you don't like it, just go back and fix it. Add more, color it up, paint over it, start again. It's not a big deal. Trust me, there's many times I go, ew. But if I keep going, sometimes it ends up coming out better than I expected. Go a little thicker, make sure it's really getting in there. Go down here. Now I'm just going to kind of like hit around the bottom. Get a little thick mark right there. Maybe I'll put like a couple dots. Hopefully next time I can get those dots too. Okay, so basically that's about it. And then go over it again. Try to get as close as you can to the first time. And then the next step, when it's dry, I'll show you, will be the patina spray. After this dries, I'm going to put on the copper, which creates the green patina. All this will happen once you get your paint dry on your first coat and you go to do your second coat. That's when the spray will activate it, but not until then, so don't rush it. Just get this